morning or afternoon. I guess it depends on when you're watching this. But for 207, we are going to compare numbers. If you remember, first week we did place value. This time we're doing compare numbers. Okay? So when we compare numbers, we want to use these symbols: greater than, less than, and equal to. When I see this symbol here, it means greater than. When it's open up to this side of the screen, that means greater than. It is not an alligator mouth going that way. We read it for what the symbol says, greater than. En español, cuando veo este símbolo la significa es más de. ¿Eh? So dos más de uno. Está exactamente, lo siento, mi español no es perfecto, pero entiendo un poquito. The next one is less than. Again, not an alligator mouth, less than. Okay, so 1 is less than 2. Please remember each of the symbols and what they actually mean, not just the alligator mouth, okay? Because when we read it, we do need to read it with the proper word, less. So uno es menor, no, menor que número dos. Este significa es menor. And then this one is equal, 1 equals 1, so igual. And this one we've been using, okay? We also see in problems when we compare is sometimes when we write stuff out, people will use is for equals, okay? 2 plus 2 is 4. It is means they're equal. On this side I have 2 and 2, this side I have 4. They're equal, okay? So when I look at comparing numbers, okay? When I want to know which one is greater and which one is less, I have to start with my place values. I have my hundreds, thousands, my 10,000s, my thousands, my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. When I look at each place value, I start on the big side. I start on the greater side. So I start with my 100,000. Each digit is 4. So en esta columna, cada dígito igual 4. So it's equal. So I need to go to my next place value, which is the 10,000. So columna 10,000. No sé exactamente, pero es columna aquí 10,000. These are both 6, which means they're equals. So I started in my 100,000, then I went to my 10,000s. Now I come to my thousands column. This is where I notice they are different. In my top one, I have a 3, and in my bottom one, I have a 4. So now I have to think to myself, which one is greater? Is the 3 greater or is the 4 greater? So I notice that the 4 is greater. Okay. So here in white, I showed you the place value we found. Okay. In blanco, bajo de columna, encontré un número diferente. Para mi 4, en la columna es el mismo, también con la número 6, pero cuando en la columna de 1000 es diferente, 3 y 4. So everything in me wants to tell you that 4 is greater than 3. And I really want to tell you. And 207 will cheer, and I'll be like, yeah, 4 is greater than 3. But that is not how we read it. We read it from left to right. So when I read this, I'm going to read it that this 3 column is actually less than this 4 one, okay? Because we're starting from left to right. So the very first thing I do is read my number, 463. Then I tell you what column or unit it's in. 463 thousandths, 258 is less than 464,876. So I know this is a really big number. Es número es más dígitos, 6 dígitos. Muy tenebroso cuando dice un número más dígitos, pero solamente dice la número 463. 463. Dice la unidad. Una, no sé, unidad, no. Es el valor. So 463,258. Okay. So we'll practice on saying these numbers and we'll practice on working left to right. 463,258 is less than 464,876. Okay. Again, 207. Any questions? Please make sure you ask. You know, I'm here to help. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day.